ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. An early start this morning for the World Junior Judo Championships at the Atlantis Resort. For more on that, here's Charles Fisher.
Well, good evening, Jordan. Good evening, Bahamas. Yes, day 2 saw the official opening ceremony here this morning. It was a very short and right to the point ceremony. Not much of an opening in terms of culture and march past of athletes. Just 2 speakers. Welcoming the countries was Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Lanisha Roll.
The Bahamas is becoming increasingly attractive as the ideal Caribbean destination for international sports competitions and athletic relaxation, rejuvenation, and recreation. On this, the occasion of the 2018 IJF World Junior Judo Championships, we are delighted to serve as your host country. The Bahamas is delighted to host this year's event, and as we take the words of Bruce Lee, I say to you, go ahead and do your very, very best with simplicity. Ladies and gentlemen, I say to the athletes and to the coaches, do it right and take it easy. We thank you.
President of the International Judo Federation, Marius Weiser, with a special gift for the Bahamas.
It is a great honor for the International Judo Federation to organize for the first time the Junior World Championship in Bahamas. Thank you very much to the government, ministries of the sport, all institutions and organizations which has contributed to the success of this event, and especially the Judo Federation of Bahamas and his president. I have the honor and the pleasure to offer the gold plaquette of the International Judo Federation to the Minister of the Sport of Bahamas.
3 more days of competition to go at the World Junior Judo Championships. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
After the opening, it was straight into the action on the mat. Devontae Sweeting up first for Team Bahamas. He lost to Colombian Christian Vargas in the 66-kilogram division.
I held out, but I wasn't physically matched for him, so he beat me.
Okay. Experience-wise, how do you feel it went for you competing at this level?
I mean, this is my first tournament like this, but it's like an experience type thing, but I don't feel good about my results.
So what do you take from this as a learning experience?
Train harder, take training serious, and that's about it.
What are some of the things you feel you definitely need to work on?
Strength and technique-wise.
Dre Hall also in the ring for the Bahamas in the under 73-kilogram category, taking on Sequoia Aiden from Mozambique. Hall countered the first couple of exchanges and was able to hold off his opponent for about a minute or 2 into the match. And then Hall able to make a couple throws and get his competitor to the ground. It was the first Bahamian on the day to actually score. Now the next encounter, Hall loses his footing and is taken down to his back for a full point, and Aiden would get the win.
Initially, the game plan was to go in, control the sleeve, and get up onto the lapel, and that's what happened. When I was able to get up over the lapel, he went over the top. So normally, with my counter throw, I let them go over the top to go in for that throw, and that's when I ease up and bring them back, which executed perfectly. I was able to get half a point, which is better than none. And then after that, I saw it was 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. So I tried to fall back, defend more, and try to kill time in order, to win, but that didn't work. And I made a mistake. I let my left hand go outside, which enabled him to turn in and go in for the throw, which gave him the E-point.
Andrew Munnings also representing the Bahamas in the under 73-kilogram division, taking on Victor Sturpu of Moldova. Munnings starts off very aggressive. After about a minute, Munnings tries for a sweep, but comes up empty. Sturpu uses it to his advantage and takes Munnings down. Munnings does not advance, but Sturpu, he does eventually go on to win the bronze medal. Desmond Boodle competed in the under 66-kilogram category against Andres Parrish of Venezuela. Boodle starts with some good moves, but was on defense for most of the early part of the match. He was able to secure a few holds, but was scored on early, and then Venezuelan was able to get a full point, and he goes on for the win. Just like day 2, the opening day not a good one for Team Bahamas at the Judo World Juniors. Jasmine Russell lost in the 44-kilogram division, while Javon Bethel fell in the 60-kilo.
Today was a good experience, but it didn't go as I expected. I thought I was going to do better than how I did, but it was good overall, and it was a lesson learned for next time.
It was pretty fast, but I feel like I could have done better. He got me into my arm, but no, I could have done better if I trained some more. I
would say she was a lot faster than me, and she had good technique too, and it was.
I planned to grip over the back and immediately attack, but I didn't really go through it with my body. Just didn't feel like moving on the big stage like this. I haven't been to many international tournaments, so on a big stage like this with many faces watching me, I guess my body was kind of shocked.
DeAndre Ayton making his much anticipated NBA regular season debut last night at home against the Dallas Mavericks. It didn't take the 7-1 big man long to get in the scorebook. He scored his team's first 2 points in the game's opening minute. From there, the top overall pick went on to record his first double-double. DeAndre finishing up 8 of 11 from the field and a perfect 2 of 2 at the line. 18 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists in just over 30 minutes of action. The Suns took down the Mavericks 121-100.
It was fun. It was a great experience, a learning experience. I'm really happy for the fans. The time in their eyes thing, I take it to pride. Take that quote to pride, and I really make these fans happy and bring hope to Phoenix. I tried it Tucson, Arizona, in college. Just giving them hope and bringing. So that's why I want to help this organization. Move pretty far. But I had a lot of fun. This is the most fun I've ever had playing basketball. I can say, being at the top levels. I wouldn't say I had one bad thing to say. Shot. My shot wasn't falling. I had fun playing with these guys. It was fun. And just the positivity on the bench. You usually hear guys open about not getting in the game. Everybody was locked in and engaged. Both ends of the floor. Everybody was talking, lifting up each other. And not saying we're going to be perfect, but just that first step was amazing. I had a lot of fun.
Buddy Hield and the Sacramento Kings, they also opened the regular season last night at home against the Utah Jazz. Buddy in the starting lineup as well had a good night, finishing 9 of 18 from the field and 1 of 4 from behind the arc, 19 points and 6 rebounds in just under 32 minutes on court. But the Kings would fall to the Jazz, a final of 123-117. The Government Basketball League Best of 5 Championship, that was back on the floor last night at the AF Adderley Gym. The defending champs, the Olympus Guesthouse Cybots, now in the driver's seat as they look to repeat. Cybots took down the pennant-winning Gladstone Road Liquor Panthers. That was in Game 2 last night, and we can tell you the final score was 95-85 with the Cybots winning, and they will now go into Game 3 tomorrow looking for the sweep.
Coach came with a good defensive game plan. We executed well. Last 5 minutes of the game, we went into, our secret play. So we was able to get some stops, get some baskets, and we won the game.
Good team, man. It was a little chippy at the last 5 minutes of the game, but we pulled it off. We stuck with it, stick to the game plan, and we pulled it off.
The referee them calling bad all night. Second game, they calling bad. We trying to play our best game. We trying to give it our all. We can't get a touch foul. We can't get nothing. We have to be battling hard for a foul. Come on, that ain't supposed to be. We ain't getting paid to do this. We just playing this game. So if the referee can call like this, then we don't need to play.
They are in unfamiliar territory. Coach stressed that before the game. He wanted to win this game because they lost the 2 previous series, the first game. So we wanted to win this game tonight.
We made baskets in pivotal moments of the game. When they made their run and they still had the momentum, somebody came up with a timely basket to break it and keep us going.
The Province Volleyball Association in action last night at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. In ladies play, the University of the Bahamas Mingos taking on the VIXENS. UB had a slow start, but got a few quality plays before losing the first set 25-8. Second set, the Mingos started to come back, but the veteran VIXENS able to hold them off 25-16. In the third, the Mingos made some noise as well, but it was too little too late. VIXENS take it 25-23 to win the match and keep UB winless on the season. Sufficiency continues to be an issue for track and field clubs at the original Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, and that has forced head coach for the Spirit of Excellence, Greg Cash, to go elsewhere.
Right now I'm outdoors because there's not a lot of persons outdoors, so I try to see how best I could fit my schedule in. That's best for my athletes, but there's a number of persons would want to take to the inside, and there's a lot of persons that's inside, but I have a certain time that I want to take my kids inside, and I use my timing to the best of my ability. And if I see where it might be hectic inside there, then I'll try to see how best I can get some work done out here, and then when I have to use the inside, then I'll use the inside. But it is frustrating, especially when you have little ones, the 6- and 7-year-olds trying to run around the track, and you have the bigger athletes trying to run around the track, and everybody want to see how best they can make their times to put themselves in the best position to succeed for the new season.
Coach Cash went on to speak about how he thinks the spacing problem can be rectified.
We just need to get together as a coaches association and make out a schedule. I think if we put together a schedule where we know we don't want the kids out here 4 or 5 days out of the week, so if we say if everybody could get at least 2 days on the track, then we could come up with some solution to where we would eliminate all the clubs being out here at the same time, and then it would be much easier, because right now we have a lot of little ones that's coming out to the track, and we won't have some of the accidents that we've had in the past.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.